I'm Ian Hochberg, a birth father from Baltimore, Maryland, and I am producing the first documentary about the birth father experience, titled Birth Father, based on the path that I went on to get to now. The least present member of the adoption triad is the birth father. There are the birth parents, adoptee, and then the adoptive parents. Men many times have a very challenging time feeling feelings, being present for the important people in their lives, being accountable, and being willing to change. There are other fathers like myself who were transformed by being a birth father, who attempted to reunite with children and to heal relationships. Now, other fathers many times do not know that they have become a parent, that they've parented a child, or they do not want to know that they've done this. The purpose of this film that I'm producing, of this blog, is in order to open up a dialogue to help people affected by adoption, by the absence or presence of a birth father in a challenging relationship, to grow, to change, to heal, to find some comfort through some understanding. I'm going to describe my experience as a birth father, and if in particular you are a birth parent, your experience which led to the conception of a child born out of wedlock, or sometimes in wedlock, and the child is relinquished for adoption under painful conditions regardless. Your situation may be different than mine. However, in some ways you might relate. The outcome may be very similar. And in order for there to be a change, I feel it is important to start having a dialogue and bring things out into the open. This will be an intimate discussion, not intimate in detail of an encounter. It will be intimate as far as the human connection. When I became a birth parent, my life condition was in tatters. It was horrific. I had always felt like somehow I didn't fit in, that something around me was not right, and I didn't know what it was or where I could go with it. I ended up becoming very frightened and very angry, and getting by was a great challenge. So I'm in a very shattered state, and I am a magnet. And then I met someone, and this had repeated itself many times, leading to the woman who I was in a relationship with, who did become pregnant with my son. And this is my human condition. Myself, magnet, meeting someone else, compounded if their life condition is just as challenged in different ways or similar. We're both needy, looking for something. The most immediate way to come together, it seems, is through sexual intimacy. Without really knowing each other, just we're drawn, we're both in pain, and we come together. And what looks to be like love and very closeness and an interchange, all of a sudden, under the worst conditions, magnets at once completed repel. I have known women, and once I have been intimate, backed away, didn't talk to them, didn't know what to do, was frightened and scared. I did my best to justify backing away to protect myself. Lives are shattered, and it's been done to me as well, where I opened myself, I allowed myself to be with someone, and then they recoiled and they backed away. It is shattering either way. I'm an artist, and I created this piece. I work in found objects, and this clearly represents to me, and it was designed to go on an angle, a broken heart. I work in discarded items, and I create meaningful images from them. This was a broken Valentine that I found, a box of chocolates, and this perfectly says how I felt. And I've had people who I would be intimate with, and the next day they would say, "Oh, I don't love you." How shattering and devastating that is. I have taken the situation and decided to transform from it, to remain abstinent until the time comes when I'm in a committed relationship, which means marriage, with someone who loves me, who wants to be there, and this is an appropriate exchange. Many times this is what comes first because it's easiest. Well, I want to get to know someone. Now, I'm telling you this because this is a birth father. I am a birth father who has transformed from this situation. This transformation took many years to accomplish, to reach this point. Thank you for your attention. I'm currently raising funds and seeking sponsors in order to get my film into production, to get it into the world and help others. If this is of interest to you, if you'd like more information about the birth father experience, or if you know of a speaking opportunity, because I am available as a birth father speaker, you may reach me at my email, ianhochberg@gmail.com, which will also follow in the closing title. Thank you for your interest and your attention.